For the longest time, I used to believe that respect was something that I had to earn through proving my worth, by working hard, or by staying the nicest, sweetest, easiest, and the most predictable version of myself. But real world always doesn't work like that. In fact, the more you abandon yourself, less the real respect tends to emerge. People talk down to you, they constantly interrupt you, they cross your boundaries, and they make jokes at your expenses. So, if you are this person who feel like you are nice to everyone around you and still people don't take you seriously, they disrespect you often, then stay with me till the end of this video because I am going to share a few tips with you that can help you reclaim that respect for yourself. So, point number one is respect begins with you. People often meet us at the level of respect that we embody for ourselves first. Now, many times, without even realizing, we all send signals to the outside world that we don't value ourselves enough, because it's not about thinking that how great and amazing you are in your head. It's not a self concept that we have to build, but it's a relationship with oneself. So it's more about how you walk through this world and how you engage with everything around you in real time. So every time you brush off a joke, or you don't hold people accountable for anything that they have done, or maybe let's say you set a boundary and then softens it immediately, or you second guess your own judgment, then you are constantly teaching people that you are okay with that and it's okay to do so. So people often senses the places where you are still unsure of yourself and where you are still internally divided, and these are the places where they test you the most, consciously or unconsciously. So, in my experience, people who genuinely get respected the most are not necessarily the most confident or the loudest or smartest ones. They are the ones who don't shapeshift to be liked or to be validated. They don't filter their personality, their opinions, or their presence to belong or to accommodate someone else's idea of what is acceptable. They are not rushing to manage everyone else's perception of them, and they also don't always feel themselves responsible for managing everyone else's mood and energy around them. They don't pretend to be okay when they are not. Earlier I used to think being authentic means being brutally honest, or saying whatever comes in your head, or expressing every emotion immediately. But now I understand what authenticity actually means. Authenticity means you are having a relationship with yourself and what is true for you in this present moment. Now, this brings me to my next point, which is to, now that you have awareness about your pattern and where you shrink yourself the most, I want you to set a clear boundary at the first place. Because how will people know to respect your boundary if you don't have the one at the first place? So, the first thing that you have to do is to draw a clear line around your time, availability, and presence. Now, to be very honest, it won't be instant, it won't feel comfortable at first because people are so used to you being the relaxed one, the one who never minds, or the one who constantly adjusts themselves. So initially people will feel disrespected. They will feel like you are being the difficult one or the cold one. But you need to keep reinforcing your boundary at this time. This will make them readjust their interaction around your new boundary. So here's what I want you to do next is every single time if anyone tries to disrespect you, you need to address them right away. You need to acknowledge it right away and ask them not to repeat it again. Now, if you are not in that state where you can frame a response immediately, then you can say things like, I'm not okay with that, or this doesn't work with me. Can you address it clearly? So these are the things that you can use. These are basically called as a disarming question. From asking these questions, what you can do is you can buy yourself some time without even freezing and without having to be rude and without picking up any fight unnecessarily. The next point is that you don't need to take disrespect so personally, because most of the time it's people projecting parts that they haven't fully met within themselves yet. So most of the time it's their ego, insecurity, or their superiority complex, or maybe the lack of maturity. But that doesn't have to define your worth. So we have to separate our self-worth from anything that someone else can project upon us. Now sometimes even doing all of that, people just seem to don't get signal, and in that case the best thing one can do is to stop being available to the person who is repeatedly being disrespectful towards you, because real power lies in not convincing anyone to value you, but to quietly walk away and choose yourself.